Welcome to selections from the text of Tibetan Buddhism, Prayers, Songs and Poetry by Shabkar Tsokdruk Rangdrol, Vegetarian, Part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Tibetan Buddhism is a religion with a rich cultural heritage that emerged from a wide range of practices. These include the complete scope of the Buddha's teachings from the Hinayana, Mahayana and Vajrayana traditions. Different schools belonging to Tibetan Buddhism include the Nyingma, founded by Padmasambhava, Kagyu, founded by Tilopa, Sakya, founded by Kunchok Gyalpo and his son Sachen Kunga Nyingpo, and Gelug, founded by Tsongkhapa Lobsang Drakpa. The teachings of Tibetan Buddhism focus on an awareness of death and the ephemeral nature of life, leading to diligence in meditation and spiritual practice. Mandalas, prayer flags, and thangka paintings are visual reminders for practitioners on the path. The most respected master of this religion is Shabkar Tsokdruk Rangdrol, a yogi, poet and hermit who graced our planet from 1781 to 1851. He devoted his life to the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment, and his many volumes of teachings are considered masterworks of Tibetan Buddhism, second only to the venerated enlightened master Milarepa. The venerated Shabkar Tsokdruk Rangdrol was a vegetarian who advocated that this lifestyle and developing compassion for animal people as essential for Buddhist practitioners, as compassion is the root of the mind's awakening and a pre-requirement for spiritual enlightenment. Today, it is an honor to present a selection of songs and poetry by the venerated Shabkar Tsokdruk Rangdrol, filled with wisdom regarding love, kindness, suffering, and the cycle of rebirth. When remembering my mother. Listen now, Tsokdruk Rangdrol. You say that your mother, who bore you in her womb in this life, was kind. But why then do you not consider even once the kindness of other beings who helped you, your parents, from countless lives in the past? Now all these past mothers of yours are suffering from intense heat and cold, hunger and thirst, and servitude. They are crippled, destitute and sick. So how could you forget them all? All living beings have been your kind mothers, and if it is true, as the Buddha himself said, that there is no difference between your present mother and those of your previous lives, why do you persist in making distinctions between mothers of earlier and later lives? What could be the point of such discrimination? Consider it well, to neglect all your mothers from the past, and remember, only one is a form of attachment. So don't think that you've truly aroused compassion. For as long as you have partiality and attachment, there will be no liberation from samsara. For as long as you have attachment, don't claim to have renounced the affairs of this life. To forget all those who have been your mother in the past, while shedding tears at the thought of your old mother now, would, if seen by your teacher or the Buddhas and their heirs, prove nothing but a source of embarrassment. Consider the kindness of your mothers from the past. If you should weep while contemplating their plight, the teacher, the Buddhas, and their heirs will all rejoice. Just as you think of your mother in this life, therefore, contemplate the suffering and hardship of all those poor beings who were your mothers before, and shed tears for them all, again and again. Just as you feel love for your mother in this life, generate love for all beings, your mothers from the past, and arouse compassion and bodhicitta, enlightenment mind too. With this, you will enter the ranks of the Mahayana. Again and again, bring to mind all the kindness of beings of the 6 classes, your own kind parents. If you care for them like your mother of this life, they will love you too, as their very own child. Tsokdruk Rangdrol spoke these words to himself on one occasion when remembering his mother. A Song of Compassion. My heart goes out to all those who are now suffering, my very own mothers who have cared for me so kindly throughout the whole of time, from its very beginnings until now. These kind mothers of mine helped to cool me when I was hot, but now some have taken birth in the 8 hot hells to be tormented by the searing heat. My heart goes out to them. These mothers of mine gave me warmth when I was cold, but now some have taken birth in the 8 cold hells to be tormented by the freezing cold. My heart goes out to them. These mothers of mine gave me food and drink in my hunger and thirst, but now some have taken birth in the Preta realm to be tormented by famine and drought. My heart goes out to them. These kind mothers of mine always cared for me with love, but now some have taken birth among the animals to be tormented by servitude and exploitation. My heart goes out to them. These kind mothers of mine lovingly gave me whatever I desired, but now some have taken birth among human beings to be tormented by the pains of aging and death. My heart goes out to them. These kind mothers of mine shielded me from every harm, but now some have taken birth among the Asuras to be tormented by conflict and strife. My heart goes out to them. These kind mothers of mine nurtured me and brought me only benefit, but now some have taken birth among the gods to be tormented by death and transmigration. My heart goes out to them. By yourselves you have no chance to escape samsara's pains, and for now you lack the power to provide your own protection. Oh, my mothers, undergoing all this suffering, my heart goes out to you. When I consider these sufferings which we all endure, I think to myself, if only I could gain enlightenment. Let it not be tomorrow, but let it come to me today. Swiftly, ever so swiftly, may I gain awakening, and having done so, dispel all beings' pain, leading them all to perfect bliss, I pray. When groups of poor folk who have never had sufficient food or clothing came begging at the door of my retreat hut again and again, I was overcome with feelings of compassion deep within my heart, and shedding many tears, wrote these words. For more information, please visit lotsawahouse.org.